losing weight is to be able to um, figure out where the errors are in your weight loss journey and fix them. So the errors that were in my weight loss journey was that I was eating one time a day. And although I might have not have been consuming the caloric intake amount, I still was going over it. Now, because I can't get into the gym, I still have to, and I am going to do a little something. I'm not gonna say what the something is. I can't go into the gym. I've been prohibited by the doctor. Can't go back into the gym until uh the end of August, I think she said. So the end of August is when I can go, but that's not going to stop me from doing what I am. The tiny little bit that I can do, I am going to do. I'm not doing too much. Hold on. I'm not doing too much. I do have access to weights at home. I'm not doing that either. Yes, I have my own set of weights and all of that stuff. I'm not doing any of that because I don't think that I'm authorized to do any of that. Any lifting. I know it's supposed to be a certain amount, so no. So while I'm talking to y'all, I came down here to eat what I had yesterday. And then I'm getting ready to make my mind up as to what I'm going to do next. Now, hold on, y'all, hold on. So I'm trying to although I don't want to come on is a lot because, I'm trying to enjoy some of Leo season. I am going to, today is Saturday, and hold on, y'all, hold on. I am going to, let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to, oh, that's the wrong way. So here in Philly, what we have going on that I know today is every Saturday downtown, down on the Rittenhouse Square, they have the vendors out there, and they there every Saturday. Now, I'm just starting to get select about where I get fruits and vegetables. Come, me and my son was talking about this because of the seedless or seeded issue, where they're not you're buying things and they don't have seeds in it, or you go to the store and the store doesn't have seeded. We were talking about that. I was telling him how I went in the store the other day and I didn't see anything that had seeds in it. Everything was seedless. So I am to assume that if you want something that has seeds in it, you're probably going to have to go to a produce junction or a farmer's market, something like that. Yeah, you're probably going to have to do something like that. So, let me see. Now I have to hope that I don't get sleepy on my way upstairs. Hope that between now and upstairs I don't get sleepy because I already I feel a little tired. So I'm not gonna say that when I get upstairs I'm not gonna lay back down because I might. And it's looking like that. It's looking like we get ready to go to meet the Sandman before I go outside. Cause I woke up and then I felt took a shower and all that stuff, changed my bed, and thinking that I'm going to I did oh wait a minute. Now sometimes on Saturdays, uh I have some people that I fellowship with on Saturdays. Now because I don't have no dresses, I try not to go in a church with pants on because they don't really believe in that. So it's a church here. I probably won't do it today because I don't have a dress. I do have a skirt though, but I don't know if the skirt fits me the way it should. Hold on. One of the steps. went somewhere the other day, and wait a minute, hold on, y'all. I had to walk up the steps, and a few people I was with couldn't get up the steps. Hold on. They couldn't get up the steps because the elevator was broke. How it was, elevator was broke. And I used to, listen, I used to be there. I used to be one of the people that could not get up the steps because of Arthur. But thank God for going to the gym and getting on the treadmill. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Here recently, up until sometime, I don't do the treadmill anymore, and I don't do the elliptical. Now, if I want to just walk, I just walk. The reason why I stopped doing both of them was because my weight loss was being stalled. And I swear, hold on, I'm back in my room. I am really going to make an effort to go out today. Why? Because it feels good in here. I don't have the fan on. I don't have the air on. And it feels really good in here. So there is a good, I'm going to try to go outside today. I really am. Because I feel like I could go back to sleep for maybe an hour or two. I don't know. Wait a minute, let me see something. I know, after I take, wait a minute. Hold on. So, oh yeah, like I was saying, a part of my journey. So a part of my journey was, okay. A part of my journey was, sticking to, so I have what is called, for you all that do not know, for me, I'm not speaking for everybody else, it's called a wellness recovery action plan. It is a wrap. The first thing on the wellness recovery action plan for me is to make all the appointments. The R on the recovery plan is where I always feel it. It is to reach my goal, my weight loss goal, and not go up and down with it. Now, making appointments ain't no, that's not no thing for me. I have made 3 appointments in one day. That's not no, what you call it for me, and caught the bus doing it. Didn't get a ride doing it. Because I'm not knocking people that get rides, but every time I get the ride involved, like the other day, ride ain't show up, I had to catch the bus there anyway. No, actually what happened was I called them folks and canceled the appointment, and when I canceled it, they had already knew that somebody got involved because they know when I come to my appointments, I come by myself. Yesterday, I had real far to go. I knew Different Township on the other side, but I didn't know Different Township on the King of Prussia side. So it was easy getting off the bus, making my way across. When it actually came time to get back on the bus, I got a little lost. I didn't get lost because I didn't ask people. Of course I did, and I looked it up on the map. But I made it back all the way from Different Township yesterday. Now, if anybody is listening, they know anything about catching the 124, the 125, the 123. If you don't know where you're going out into different, it is not like the 106 and the 104, 105. When you're on the 106 and 105, you can easily see where you're going because it runs along Lancaster. The 124, 125, I don't know about the 123 because the 123 comes out of 69th Street and takes the back roads to King of Prussia. The 124 and 5 both go through Center City to get on the expressway, so you already know that that it's not stopping once it leaves Wissahickon Transfer Center to the expressway. It don't. The next time it stops is in King of Prussia. And that will be at if I'm not mistaken, the King of Prussia Mall, I think. I don't really pay attention to it, and the reason why is because I do know how to get up to King of Prussia in the mall because that's where Costco is. Costco is up in King of Prussia. That's one of the places. Blinds to Go is in King of Prussia. Yes, Blinds to Go has some beautiful blinds too. So Yeah, so I made it all the way up there, made it all the way back. And, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. I thought I was going out. Wait a minute. So, I did my story time. I did my story time earlier. I'm not able to go on StreamYard. I tried. It wasn't letting me, so I'm not in right now. I'm in laying in my room. And I'm gonna have to lay down for like an hour or two because I have to take some pain medicine. Wait a minute, hold on. And my allergy medicine, and it's going to knock me out. I know it. So I'm getting ready to take it right now while I'm talking. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm going to be asleep probably for the next 2 hours. Wait a minute. I'll probably sleep till 11:30. Wait a minute. Ouch. When I go out, though. Clothes I have on, probably take these ones. I'll just wear some shorts. Um, I had to dress up all week. Today when I go out, I probably will just have. Well, I'm not making no real nice effort. Put on no clothes today, and I ain't really going nowhere. I'm probably just gonna take a walk. Yeah, I ain't really going nowhere, so I'm not putting on no real nice clothes to do that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm sitting here chilling for a minute. Okay. All right. So, I listened to Lady Nika yesterday, and then Ness sent me a thing to hit her panel. But one of the reasons why, Ness, if you're listening, I did see your thing to hit your panel, but I was on the phone with my oldest son. So yeah, that and I didn't when you did send me that, I don't know if I mentioned it in our conversation or not, but I know that I couldn't hang out with my son because then he would have been like, you picked people over you two over me. So that wouldn't have been, yeah, that wouldn't. I had to just listen to whatever he had to say, which is not a problem because he already don't want me to be on YouTube. He was kind of shocked to find out that I had over 1,000 subscribers. Hold on, y'all. Let me see how many minutes I gave you. All right. So I'm laying across my bed waiting for my pain medicine to kick it because I walked a whole lot on Thursday. I walked a whole lot on Friday. And the only place I can be right now is exactly where I'm at for a few hours, maybe two. And then maybe I'll get up and try to move around and see. So yeah. And that'll be just like it for real. So if you all don't really see me in the beef sector, it is because I'm really trying to back away from the beef sector. And I am trying to go to places where the people that I listen to have brand deals, such as Countess, Sal. I'm not sure about Prayed Up Mommy. She may be doing a collaboration. But I'm mindful of quite a few people. Everybody know I'm mindful for the judge lady over there. Okay? She hasn't been on in a while, but I'm mindful for that judge lady over there. So, yeah. So when you all don't see me or whatever, somebody sent me a message on Instagram. Yeah, I am looking to do a lot of different stuff. And yesterday, that whole back and forth exchange with Diva, she wanted to argue and I didn't. Like, I just didn't really understand that Diva, she asked me to unblock her. I told her that I would. And then, because I didn't move when she said move, I ain't no puppet. I ain't no strings attached to my arm. Glad I didn't unblock her. See, I can see Diva. She can't see me in chats, her wall, none of that. And I probably will go unsubscribe to Diva now because of the way that she acted yesterday. See, I tried to have a positive interaction with you, Diva, and you turned it into something negative. You gave me a platform to speak about what was going on, and then yesterday, first of all, Diva, I don't go through my block list. Let me say that if you're in the clouds listening, I do not go through my block list. If you are blocked because you either dropped in my chat or said something, or I seen you somewhere else and said something. Now, some people like diving, who was talking about me and didn't know that I was in the clouds. I mean, just being reckless. Listen, I don't really care. I ain't block diving because I don't. I don't know diving in my real life. So usually people who I don't know in my real life, when they pop off, I listen. I don't care. You ain't over here with me. When I go out there, ain't nobody walking out the house with me. Ain't nobody. They're not. So that's how I feel about it. I listen. My supporters, I thank y'all for supporting me and all that stuff, but this is a virtual app. Seriously, I'm not being smart right now. And sometimes people take stuff too seriously, and I didn't like how Diva was sitting on that panel yesterday acting like she was calling my former pastor. Because I am and have tried to make peace with him. See, I have tried to make peace with him. So that's why I really didn't appreciate that, Diva, seriously. Because, see, you have touched down in people's real life. You know how you called that man's job over there in New Jersey and got that man fired. You know exactly who I'm talking about. You called Ghetto's job and had Ghetto fired. You and I are not the same. So, see, when I said I was really trying to make peace, I am. See, I only lash out at people. I don't. If you usually do something to me, then I will lash out at you. It won't be me just outright. No, no, no. See, I came there yesterday. We were talking about coconut water, losing weight, and what I've done to lose weight, and my struggle with weight loss. My struggle has been right in front of y'all. It hasn't been hidden. It's definitely not hidden in front of my family. So the fact that my channel, pay attention to my channel. On my channel originally, I was showing y'all me working out in the gym and exercises. I didn't come on here and start talking until I got enough subscribers. And for as many people as I support a lot of people. Y'all don't all support me back, because here's the whole thing. Just because somebody does content that you don't like, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't support them. And that's why some of the people who I'm not modding for, who I subscribe to in the beef sector, I will be taking my support from y'all. The reason why is because it shouldn't have taken me this long to get to 1,000 subscribers. It really haven't. See, some of y'all have 10 and 15 and 20. Right. But listen, I support a lot of y'all. If I don't do it financially, it's because I need my money for myself. I do. Really. I'm not monetized. Some of y'all are monetized. I have only one time since I've been on this whole app asked y'all for monetary donations. And that was that one time when that one time when Pizarro and Ness was on here and they were talking. Now, and those are facts. I don't ask y'all to hit my Cash App all the time. I mean, for real, I go to some people's Cash App and they'll straight out tell you they ain't gonna start talking. I ain't gonna say who this is, but they don't start talking until they Cash App start rolling. I don't do that to y'all. I'll come in here and I'll talk and I'll check my Cash App and it'll be the same amount. And I still will talk about myself. My channel is not about other people. It is not about beef. I have enough. Just the 30-year struggle of weight loss. If I just told y'all about that and I didn't tell y'all about nothing else about me, that would be enough. Seriously, I'm not joking, laughing, or playing right now. Me and my doctor talked about this the other day. One of the reasons why I might not broaden it in my book, and I haven't really decided yet whether I'm going to really talk about it in my book, is because when people look at a person struggle with weight loss, they automatically think, oh, they eat too much, they eat too. It goes deeper than the person that's eating too much. There are always underlying issues. Some people have thyroid issues. That is true. But some people have other health issues. So when you look at people that are overweight, we try not to, I try not to judge. And I will say this real open, real right now. I have never liked how people have said fat jokes about Brianna, even though I've not been her size. I am still considered overweight. And I have never and yeah, I don't listen. Me and Brianna, we don't, I like Brianna. I do. Everybody knows that I like Brianna. I don't like how people have teased it. Because here's the whole thing. When she posts stuff on her page, I'm going to say this. When I see Brianna post stuff on her page, I salute Brianna because she is courageous. Because some of the comments that you all make sometimes are so mean and so nasty. You all don't understand what it's like to be overweight because some of y'all ain't never been there. The scale didn't go up and down for you. You didn't go 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Y'all didn't do that. So it's easy for y'all to sit on the keyboard and say nasty things. I've read some of those comments. Listen, my top weight was 306. And y'all didn't see me then. Y'all only met me in my 200s. Right. But y'all only met me halfway in my journey. My doctors over there at Penn, they have access to the fact that I started being overweight like around 21, 22 when I was young. I told y'all the last time that I was 184 pounds. I was like 19 years old. So the scale hit that a couple of weeks ago. I am now, as of yesterday, I was 191. And they already know the fall off for me. They have pinpointed my fall off. It is not overeating. That would be somebody else. They know that I have a love for chips that's probably out of this world. They know. We talked about it the other day. I'm going to chip aisle and stand there and look at all the chips that's in there and figure out which one I'm going to get. I did not say go over to the fried. No, 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 no. I like chicken. Right. I'm not sitting around eating 25 pieces. I'm going to go into the chip aisle and see how many bags of chips I can get. I just was in Whole Foods the other day, and they didn't have no veggie chips. And I asked the man, I said, can you go back there and see if y'all got any? And he went and he looked for me. They didn't have none. He said, well, we got the veggie straws. I said, I don't like those. So what did I do? Walked over to where the good Chris was, and I bought it and I ate it. Brought it home, put the empty container in the thing. The next day I saw my doctor. I told her about it. And then of course she said what she said. Catherine, you can eat chips, but why you got... She ain't say it like that either. No, she didn't. What she said was slow down on the chips. She didn't... She said slow down. Now, all my doctors say that. All of them. They all say slow down on the chips. Now, I did have some chips yesterday, and I just, not too long ago, ate some. So I ate half yesterday, probably ate the other half today. I probably won't get no more, but I probably will get something bitter, though. I ain't gonna lie. I probably will go get a pickle. Ain't too many calories in the pickle. Because I must not be where I'm at with hydration because my body keeps craving salt. See, pay attention. When I don't drink the amount of water that I'm supposed to drink, my body craves salt. Progress. I'm paying attention. I have been drinking coconut water and water, but I must not be drinking enough of something because I still would like to leave the house right now and go get me a pickle. Am I going to do it right now? Not right now because it's almost 10 o'clock and I'm getting ready to take a nap. Let me see. I've given y'all 24 minutes. I'm going to try to give y'all another 5. I'm going to try to give y'all another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go to sleep. My eyes are closed right now. Go to sleep and wake up within an hour or two and do some things. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, I don't know how the weather is outside, but it can't be too hot outside because I don't have the fan on in here. And I had some pants on, but I'm going to put my shorts on so that when I go outside, when I get up and I go outside, I will be already in exercise mode. I'll be ready to do my exercise outside. Since I can't go inside, I'll be outside doing my exercise. Because as was said to me the other day, you have to find a way. You have to find a way, or you need to find a way to do something physical so that you don't gain back your weight. So now that I've found a way to do that, put my shorts on, and I'm gonna get active in about it's almost 10 o'clock, maybe about 12. I'll go do that. In the process of me doing that, I'm laying on the bed with all this stuff. That I'm gonna clean it off before I snooze snooze. I'm gonna clean it off. So I'm going to count down the days. I'm gonna look at the calendar and count down the days to my birthday. Oh, that's what I gotta do. I gotta call one of the bakeries and see where I'm at with my birthday cake. Last year, I think O'Terry's made my birthday cake. Last year, I'm not too sure if O'Terry's gonna make my cake this year. They did good. However, I wanna I'll just say I'm gonna call somebody else about my cake. Now here's the whole thing. I must say this about me, right? This is true of me. I'm gonna say this out loud because this is true. Ellen, if we could have made amends, I would have made amends with you. You weren't willing to make amends with me. Let me say that real loud, real clear. I was willing to make amends with you when I came through your doors in May. I was. See, pay attention. I'll tell anybody. I'll put down my sword for the Lord any day of the week. Any day of the week, I will stop fighting when it comes down to my salvation. Now, when you don't want to stop fighting me, that means you want to fight. So that's how that is. I will always lay down my sword for anybody, anywhere. That is true. See, I came, Ellen, to do E9 North, and you were on a whole nother different trajectory that I wasn't on. That's really why I came. Why? Because I would always tell you about me with money. If I come with an idea, my ideas are attached to money. I don't play them type games. Seriously, I'm being real about it right now. I came for E9 North with an idea for money and said, let's wipe the slate clean. See? Pay attention to how I said that, Ellen. Let's wipe the slate clean. You wanted to argue back and forth, and that's why I began to drag you on my page. See, you cannot argue back and forth with me. You're living the life that you're living because of me. You would never be able to argue with me about anything. Said it, meant it, and I represent it. And before I take it back, I'll add more to it. You're living where you're living because of my stuff. I ain't living where you're living where you're living. And old stuff at that is not even new. Now I do have some new stuff. I ain't put my new stuff to paper yet. Why? Because there's no need to. Either I'm going to do it with you all or I'm not. So that's where I'm at with that. See, pay attention. How I said that. See, I won't be bamboozled like I was the last 3 times that I dealt with y'all. Right. See, I brought that up because how you acted yesterday with Diva shouldn't have never hit no panel and mentioned you and me in the same sentence at all. Period. Because I wasn't talking about you. And I'm only bringing that up because today I don't want to go to nobody's panel and that gets brought up or somebody play a clip because I probably won't be around to hear the clip. I know I won't. I won't. Seriously, I fell out with St. James because he did a story. He did a story and wasn't even man enough to go back and retract the story. Loud, strong, and wrong. See, that's what I be talking about. Loud, strong, and wrong. When you don't know stuff and you think you know. St. James, you don't live here in Philadelphia. You don't know Pastor Weiler and his wife like that. You know what they tell you. You don't know them like that. I know them like that. And so when I speak about what I speak about, I ain't speaking from a place of just being a member of their congregation. I was a faithful member of E9, truly. I did serve in Martha's ministry. I did serve in the Sunday school. And I did a couple other things around there. So when you were talking to somebody that just had words on the paper. You and I are not the same. at all. Although I'm not there now and I left and I went somewhere else, I did. Um, the other churches that I usually go to, I visit. I visit. And the reason why I said it like that is because listen, I don't have a problem with joining anybody's church. I don't. I was a member of Upper Room. Pastor Aiken, I'm not mad at you. And you shouldn't be mad at me. However, I can't play those reindeer games. I don't play them. See, my pattern speaks for itself. I was a faithful member at E9. I left. I went to Dr. Reed's church. He didn't want me to join because he said I should go back and make up Pastor Waller. Fine. Pastor Waller didn't want to make up. Fine. I went back and I joined Upper Room. I stayed at Upper Room till I tried to go back to Pastor Waller and they wanted to act silly over there. So I left them silly active folks alone. That's what I said. Silly. I ain't listen. Y'all the ones that keep reading the Bible that say forgive and don't really forgive. I know I don't care. Said it and I meant it. When I tell you when I say that I'm sorry, forgiveness, whatever, I really mean it. And Alan, hasn't it been for the last 2 or 3 years that you've had a book bag drive? Hasn't it been that I've spent over $100 and bought school supplies to your stuff? See, when we're going to talk about Catherine, I'm going to talk about Catherine because nobody else could have said that but me. Hasn't it been me that bought 2 or 3 shopping bags to your stuff? I don't drive, sir. I catch the bus up there. Sometimes I might have caught the bus and sometimes I might have got a lift or Uber to bring stuff to your church. See, if you're going to talk about Catherine, say that she ain't been here in 10 years, but she still was bringing school supplies to our church, right? She talked bad. No, you let other people say bad stuff about me. You don't never say that, but I say it for myself. One year I went to Walmart. I spent $120, came right to your church, and I left it at the front. A couple years ago, I came last year. I ain't feel so good. It's okay. It's all right. See, because y'all the same people that when I came down here to join your church, you act funny. You ain't know that I have been bringing school supplies when I could. I don't work nowhere. I do not. I ain't saying I could have kept them resources for myself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying y'all act real nasty towards me. You did. Deacon Sherrod, Deacon Calvin Cannon. But you ain't know that I was bringing school supplies, did you? Right. See, you acted real funny. With your money, I ain't asked you for a dime when I just came back through your doors and you thought I was homeless. But you didn't know that when I did have a place to stay, who went to Walmart, who went to Dollar Tree and filled them bags up and brought them up to that church? Me. So when you say something nasty and bad about Catherine, make sure you mention that. Go ask Reverend Gulliver. Go ask him who bought them bags. And I didn't have no E9 Cares bag. I could tell you it was in a black ShopRite bag last year. It was a security guard that was sitting in here. Looked like he either Jamaican or he's some type of Caribbean descent man, and he got glasses. He stood right up there when I bought them bags up there. He said, "Oh, yeah." I said, "I ain't got no white bag." He said, "Don't worry about it. Just put your black bags in there with they white bags." Now, how would I know that if I ain't bring them bags up there? I did. So that's why when y'all talk bad about Kathy, y'all say, I'm this, I'm that. I ain't too bad. I ain't too bad of a person that I throw more to kids than my little argument. Which y'all see, sometimes when y'all make me mad, I don't all the time tell what I do for folks. I don't. I wasn't a member of y'all church that I should bring some school supplies up there, but y'all acted real ugly toward me this year. See, y'all didn't have a heart of forgiveness. Y'all always running around talking about that. There was more than one time that I came up to your church with over $100 worth of school supplies. The one thing that I couldn't find was the calculator, and I sent Reverend Glover a email, and I told him, I said I could not find that calculator, but I did bring everything else, pencils, well, all of that stuff. So if y'all are getting dragged through the mud right now, y'all deserve to get dragged through the mud. Because here's the whole thing. Y'all took my school supplies, didn't you? And listen, sometimes I sent y'all money, sometimes I didn't. But go ask Pastor Waller. Didn't I send Go ask him, didn't I send postal money orders? I ain't never sent Pastor Waller cash. Go ask him, didn't I send? He know if I sent money, it's supposed to be going in church. He know that. And he need my little bits. Whether it was little bits of money or large sums of money, that's not even the point. I don't have a job. So anything that I was in would be aimed through your doors. in May, and I didn't feel well. It was right before I had my operation. Y'all acted funny. But what y'all didn't know was, y'all ain't know all that time that I wasn't there. I was coming back, bring y'all school supplies, send the past water money. See, he's the one that's been quiet, but I ain't got to be quiet. He's the one that's been not telling you, but I don't have to be. I don't. For real. See, that's why I said from the beginning, stop doing stuff behind the scenes, because when it come out, it's going to look, it don't look slanted of anything. It looks like the whole time that I wasn't there, I was bringing y'all school supplies, and y'all didn't know it. Why? Because y'all not sitting up at the front, so y'all didn't know that. But Reverend Glover knew. Right. So see, yeah, I gave y'all school supplies when I didn't give upper room school supplies. I'm not even gonna be ashamed to say that. I gave y'all school supplies when I didn't give upper room school supplies. Why? Because y'all were doing it at a bigger thing than they were. Y'all were putting y'all, I don't even have to explain why I gave y'all school supplies. Because when I left there, I was always bringing back and forth. So I wouldn't, yes, I did things at upper room with them. I split between what I was doing between upper room and y'all for the time that I was at upper room. Y'all were giving out book bags and y'all needed the supplies. So I gave it to y'all. But I did a lot for upper room as well. It's just that y'all school supply, y'all give out a lot of book bags. So I came with 2 big bags of supplies. Right. The only reason why I'm saying that is because those are facts. And I know Pizarro might be doing hers today. What? Oh, hers today, but I do not have my, I have to go do some things today. So before I do, Pizarro, I will definitely contribute towards your school supply, your back to school. I will definitely contribute towards that. Not today, but I'll make sure you get it. For the back to school supply. I heard you say that you were doing that yesterday. If it's not going to be today, I know you're going to do it today.